Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hot Rod Dad channel. I'm Dennis, the resident Hot Rod Dad here. First off, I'd like to start out this video by saying thank you, sincerely, thank you. The channel hit 1,000 subscribers Friday, and it's just been climbing since. So thank you. If you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button so I can keep on bringing you some cool stuff. Today, I'm going to jump in old Oscar here, and I'm going to go do some picking. I'm going to mutual acquaintance of a friend here, a friend of a friend, and he's got some old hot rod magazines. He bought a whole lot from an estate, so I'm going to go out there and check that out. He's got a couple of cool cars too. He's got an old Mustang and a Scout and some other projects, so I'm gonna go check it out, see what he's got. Y'all can come along. Oh my goodness, y'all, I had no idea.
Hey.
Hello, Daryl. Man, this is a killer place you got here.
Well, thank you. Come check it out.
Got your little man cave area over here. I like that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Now, I did not know that you had this.
Yeah, my grandpa actually had that back when I was a little kid. I'm a twin, and my brother and I, when we were about 4 years old, I've got a picture of us riding on that motorcycle together with him. And
really?
When he passed away, I got a hold of it and did it more of a cafe racer style bike.
So what is this, 125?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honda CR125.
What year?
72.
72. Model. Man, this thing is killer. I love that.
I rebuilt the engine and repainted it and did it more of a cafe racer style
right
bike.
I love that it's got some family heritage.
Yeah.
So you did the drag bars there,
right.
Type of does the number have any significance there?
It does. My oldest son was 9 when I finished that, and my youngest son was 5, and now my oldest son has just graduated high school, and my youngest son's going into high school. So just kind of documents the time and how things have gone and how they're growing up.
This documents the time frame there.
Yeah. And 13 got you on the helmet is when I finished it. That was my daughter's age.
Okay. You got you a nice vintage license plate to go with it. Yeah. Is that the one that came on, or is that something you found?
I was able to find one of those.
Man, I love this. I grew up on a Honda XL75, and then a XL250 Enduro. So I have a soft spot for old Honda bikes.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I love that. Got your little fireplace over here.
Yeah.
I like how you repurpose these lockers.
Yeah, I like to be able to take furniture and repurpose it and do different things like that. Yeah.
It's a nice old fan, too.
Yeah, and this thing is pretty cool. It'll about blow you away, too. But crank out
wow.
the air.
Boy, that really puts out.
Yeah. Great for a hot day like today.
So tell me about this.
So this is an old fridge that my stepmom, her parents had, and she gave it to me, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. And I decided, probably about 5 years ago, that I was gonna redo it and paint it to look like an old Coke machine. So I redid it and made it look like an old Coke machine, but it still works, and use it as an extra backup for storing food.
Oh yeah,
different things.
That would actually fool a lot of people to thinking it's a real Coke machine there.
Yeah.
Man, that is. So this
Those
is
are
decals. Okay.
Yeah. Those are some
Wow.
decals. I ordered it.
Awesome. So let's take a look at some of your rides over here.
All right.
This is a 67?
68.
68.
68 Mustang. When I got this, it was a six-cylinder car. Actually had a small accident on the front right, and guy had it sitting in his yard with weeds growing up around it, and I stopped and made him an offer, and he took it. And so I went from the bottom up and redid everything. I put a fuel injected 302 in it.
I love this color. What, is that a more modern color?
It is. It's off of a Subaru.
Subaru. Okay.
Subaru Crosstrek, and I did it kind of the Gulf racing colors.
Yeah.
With the blue and the orange.
I knew I'd seen that color before.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Cleaned up the engine bay, rerouted my wiring
I see
harness
that.
around the outside to tuck the wires where you don't see those.
Got the serpentine belt on it.
Yep.
Nice. Kind of a road racing theme there.
Yeah. And
I like this. Is this like a brushed nickel almost?
yeah, it's a brushed nickel color, and then I kind of did the same thing on the wheel centers there, with the brushed aluminum.
Pretty stock on the inside.
Yeah, it is. I rebuilt the gauges and put white face gauges in them.
What transmission you got in there?
It's an automatic overdrive.
Okay.
Have air conditioning and automatic overdrive on it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. And what we got over here?
Well, let me show you the trunk here. On this
Now,
one.
okay.
Let's see. I put a lot of work into the trunk. A lot of times those don't get seen.
Oh, wow.
Got it in here. Got my
Oh,
battery
yeah.
mounted back there and everything upholstered.
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very clean. That cleans up your engine bay, too, putting it back here.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think you're going to put a lot of luggage in there, though.
No, you don't get much luggage in.
That's nice. I love this thing. Now, tell me about this. You're going to have to educate me on this because I'm Scout ignorant
Yeah,
right
this
here.
is a 79 International Scout. Originally, my uncle has a 76 that he bought brand new, and that got him hooked on the Scouts, and then he wanted me to restore it for him, so I got it from him and restored it and drove it some. I was like, yeah, I've got to get me one of those. So
Yeah.
I bought this. I've had it for probably 22, 23 years now. Originally, when I first redid it, put a 4-inch lift on it. It has a Chrysler fuel-injected engine in it also, and that was 20 years ago, back before all the guys were doing that. I took a wiring harness out of an old Dodge van and the motor, and took the wiring harness from the taillights forward, and spent 3 days learning the wiring diagram, and then just went through and flipped out what I didn't need, and put a roll bar in it, and just turned it into a good driver. We like to take it out on the weekends and nice days, and most of the
lift
time
the
the
top
top's
off.
never even on.
I like this, though. You can, got some easy access right there to the top if you want to put it
Makes it
on.
easy to raise the top
Yeah,
up and
that's
get it off
nice.
there without scratching it, so that works out good.
I bet that is a lot of fun. So it's got a Chrysler engine in it, you
Yeah,
said?
it has a Chrysler fuel-injected engine.
Now, what did that come out of?
5.3 came out of a 3/4 ton Dodge van. The
3/4.
hood's open backwards on these things.
I did not know that. Like I said, I'm totally ignorant of Scouts. I've never really been around them much.
But that was done about 21, 22 years ago, back before anybody was really doing that. But here's my computer and my fuse from the Dodge van, fuse panel from the Dodge van. And I just tied them together at the ignition source.
Right.
And once I got everything hooked up, I turned the key in it. It
Yeah.
started right up. I had to put new quarters and rockers in it with any International Scout.
Yeah, they're pretty
rusted.
prone to rust.
Yes, they are. That was their weak point for sure.
I know where that Texaco sign came
Yes. A good buddy of mine who's a great artist.
from. That is absolutely a fooler right there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, if you didn't know that was hand painted, you'd
Yes.
It'd trick you every time.
And then he painted that sign back there in the back corner too.
The Atomic City drag strip sign. Yeah. Yeah, love the lockers too. That's cool. So Daryl has graciously offered to take me for a ride in either one or both of these. So I'm going to take him up on that offer.
Yeah. Why don't we take the Scout out first?
That's fine.
And then we can take the Mustang after that.
Let's do it. So how much of a lift did you do on this?
I just did a 4-inch lift.
4-inch?
Nothing too crazy.
It's not terrible to get in now, Def.
Yeah, get too much higher with these internationals. The steering camber and everything gets off in the front, and it just makes it a big challenge.
All the original gauges in it?
Yeah, the original gauges. Has air conditioning, but doesn't do you much good on a day like today with the top off.
So the air works on it and everything?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't ever use it much.
I love this. You know, the wind's not too bad even on these.
Most of the wind goes over top of you. Now my wife, she has long hair and it'll get up and fly if she doesn't have her cap on, but I don't have that problem.
I have to say, this is the first for me. I've never ridden in a Scout.
Well, there you go.
So
It may get you hooked. You may have to go get you one.
I've always loved the Scouts and the early Broncos.
Yeah, I've always been hooked on the Broncos even before the Scouts. You know, even when I was younger, those were very pricey and kind of hard to get a hold of. And
They're ridiculous now.
Yes, they are. Between my uncle and having the Scout and then not being able to afford one of the old Broncos, I came up with this one.
I'm really surprised at how well this thing rides.
Yeah, it rides really, really well, and that's what got me hooked on Scouts. Is when I restored my uncle's and was driving it, you know, I thought, this thing doesn't beat you like an old Jeep or something like that. It's a good, nice ride.
Even with the lift and the larger tires, it rides incredibly well.
Yeah, you don't notice that it has that lift and the bigger tires on it. Really, it just rides nice and smooth.
Let's go for a ride in this fine Mustang. So is this one fuel injected also?
It is, yeah. It has the 5.0 fuel injection. I actually scored pretty good on this engine, so I bought the Mustang, had a 6-cylinder in it, and then was looking around on Craigslist and found a 1988 Ford station wagon that had 31,000 original miles on it.
Wow.
5.0 in it. Able to buy that for $500.
Wow.
Yeah, an old guy owned it, and he passed away, and his son sold it. And then I brought that home, pulled the 6-cylinder engine out of the car, and sold the 6-cylinder engine for $600. And then when I was finished with the station wagon, I was able to sell it for $500 again. So I actually made money on doing that motor and engine.
That's the way you do it.
Transmission swap.
That's the way you do it.
That doesn't happen often, but I try to find those deals when I can.
And this is the best part
Yes, good
of
old
this
AC.
car today.
Good old AC. 90-degree day. That's good to have.
basic black interior. I like the wood grain steering wheel.
Yeah, and it actually had that in it when I got it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that in there.
Exhaust sounds good. What kind of exhaust does it have on?
It has Flowmasters on it, dual exhaust. I don't remember what model Flowmaster muffler it is, but it has a good tone to it. It's not too loud, but you can still hear a little bit of a rumble in it.
My brother's first car was a '66 Mustang.
That's cool.
And so
Very
that's,
cool.
I have some fond memories of the early Mustangs right there.
Yeah.
I like that you kept the original shifter there.
Yep, the original shifter.
I tell people all the time, if you're wanting to do an interior, you know, as cheap as you know, basic black.
Yes.
Because everybody carries black.
Yep. And on the interior, I ordered an interior kit for it, and got new seat foam just because the other foam was kind of broken down. And I did the work myself and get the hog ring pliers and put those on. It's not that bad to do if you're willing to spend the time to do it. It just takes a little bit of work.
Yeah. And the great thing about a Mustang is you can get any part for it.
Yeah.
And pretty reasonable. There were so many produced that parts are readily available. Reproduction parts are readily available.
Yeah, you can get anything and everything you can think of for them now.
And if you're doing a restoration or even a pro touring style, you can go with the basic black interior, and it's very reasonable. One thing I love about this car, all the trim's been blacked out on it, all around the windows and the vent window there, and that really gives it a kind of a sleek, modern look. And the windows just kind of blend in since they're tinted right there, and it kind of makes this trim, this division right here, just disappear. And really cool. Daryl, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the ride. Unfortunately, he's already sold all the magazines, y'all, so I missed out this time, but we'll dig up something else. Till next time, y'all get out there and build something.